Hey guys, what's going on? It is Greg with Full Court Nerd, and spring is in the air. It is March. St. Patrick's Day has passed, and now we are on to March Madness. March Madness is one of my favorite times of the year. What better opportunity than to stay home and watch basketball for an entire day nonstop? Even if you've never watched college basketball throughout the year, this is the perfect time of the year. We're going to go ahead and get into my Elite Eight and all the way to the national champion. But before we do, I want to hit on three potential upset games that I want you to take a look at for your own brackets. Here we go. First up, we have Northern Iowa. They are the 5 seed this year against Wyoming, a 12 seed. Now, typically Northern Iowa, they tend to be that 12 seed in prior tournament bids, but this year they're actually a higher seed. I don't think that's going to be advantageous to them at all. Wyoming is playing very well. They're going to be actually the closer team to where the game's actually being played, I think in the Washington, Seattle area. Northern Iowa has to make the trip. And don't forget, Wyoming was a top 25 team at one point this year. I am picking Wyoming to upset Northern Iowa in this first 12-5 matchup. Another 12-5 matchup that I'm looking at, Stephen F. Austin against Utah. Stephen F. Austin beat VCU last year to kind of stun them and take Shaka Smart out of the tournament. I just don't think Utah is going to have enough offense to keep up with Stephen F. Austin, and honestly, this is just a good story. Now, the third game that I wanted to look at upset-wise, I'm not actually picking the upset. UCLA is an 11 seed, and SMU is going to be a 6 seed. Now, I think a lot of people are going to choose this as an upset pick just because UCLA is known, their brand, and everyone's aware of them. Not many people have heard of SMU, but don't discredit them. They got snubbed last year. Larry Brown hasn't playing well again this year. It's going to be tempting for a lot of you to pick UCLA just because, like I said, you know them, you've heard of them, they've got history. Don't pick UCLA. SMU is going to roll over them. They're going to get on to the round of 32. All right, let's get right into it. Elite Eight. First matchup, you're going to have Kentucky going up against Notre Dame. Kentucky's going to be able to guard Notre Dame on the perimeter. They're going to be able to get those offensive rebounds. I think Notre Dame, if they can shoot the ball and make 14 or 15 threes, maybe they have a chance. But I can't see Kentucky losing to the Irish. Kentucky's going on to the Final Four. In a rematch from last year, you're going to have Arizona going up against Wisconsin. Arizona has a better starting five, and really when it comes down to it, that's all I need to care about in this matchup. Villanova against Michigan State in my other third Elite Eight matchup. Michigan State always just seems to find their stride in March, and I don't know what it is, but Tom Izzo, I'm always on board with you in the tournament. I think Michigan State's going to upset Villanova and become the highest rated seed in my bracket that's going to go on. You always have to have a high-ish seed in the bracket. Michigan State's going to be a perfect one to go for. And then the final matchup of the Elite Eight, I'm going to have Duke against Gonzaga. I will say this, I hate Duke. I could care less about them, whatever. I just, whatever with Duke. Gonzaga, though, they have the best team that they've had maybe ever. And they play defense, they get on the offense, they don't have any troubles. Gonzaga's going to win pretty easily. So in my Final Four, I'm going to have Kentucky going up against Arizona. Kentucky has too much depth, and they play great defense. Now, don't get me wrong, Arizona plays really good defense. They get on the boards as well, but Kentucky is just in a class all by themselves this year. Kentucky's going to go on, playing the national championship. Michigan State and Gonzaga. Now, this game I think is actually going to be a really good matchup. I think Michigan State is one of the worst free throw shooting teams in the country, and this game is unfortunately going to come down to who makes more free throws. I think Michigan State's not going to be able to keep up with Gonzaga. Gonzaga's going to go on and try to beat Kentucky in the national championship. And yes, I mean try. Kentucky's going to win. It's the easiest decision you will ever make. It's not even fair when you have a team that is fully comprised of NBA talent against a team that might have one or maybe two players who are NBA ready. Kentucky, they just play too good of defense. They're too good on offense. They're too big. They've got too much depth. There's no way Kentucky's not winning the national championship and not going undefeated. 40-0 Kentucky. So those are my picks for 2015 March Madness. Let me know what you think. Give me in the comments below. Give me over at Facebook and on Twitter. Until next time, stay on the green. Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook.com/FullCourtNerd or on Twitter @FullCourtNerd.